Hello and welcome to Go Southern Alberta. My name is Leah Evans, and coming up on today's show, we're doing one of my favorite things, trying on dresses. Yes, I dragged you to trying on dresses with me, but today we're joined by Leah Steiner, and she's going to be telling us about the Cinderella project that's offered at Hat High and to all of these schools here in Medicine Hat. So stay tuned. We have lots more coming up on Go Southern Alberta.
I mean, when all that snow's on the ground, it basically lets you go anywhere you want. Provides a new experience for coming out to Cypress and a very different variety of hiking.
I had no idea until I came here that there were so many great people here. It's kind of a hidden gem in Medicine Hat.
Well, welcome back to the show, and as I mentioned earlier, we are at Hat High, and today I'm talking to Leah Steiner. She is the coordinator for the Cinderella project, and they are helping out lots of students who are unable to afford maybe that fancy ball gown for their graduation. Now, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So why don't you start off by telling us a little bit about the project?
You bet. This has been a project that's been happening in our city for, I think, about 7 years now, or maybe even 8. And it's just an opportunity for students to be a part of the graduation banquet in particular. We just never want a student to not feel like they can, or not feel like they can't go to a graduation banquet because they don't have something to wear. So it's just an extra expense or an added expense for families that sometimes they just can't afford. So Shirley Greenfield started the program years ago and just started having people donate dresses, and now it's just flourished, and now it's for all students in Medicine Hat, and it's just been a really great program.
Now, the dresses are all stored here at Hat High. Looks like you have tons of them. Mm-hmm. How many dresses do you have in total?
I think we did a bit of a count last year, and we have probably close to 200 gowns that have been donated. So everyone has just been bringing them into the school, and they keep multiplying every year. So it's been really wonderful.
Now, these are for students in high school all throughout Medicine Hat.
That's correct. So students from Medicine Hat High School, Crescent Heights High School, Eagle Butte High School, Monsignor McCoy High School, and as well as any outreach programs, so the Young Mums program and Central High Schools as well.
Now, how does the program actually work? Do the students come to you and there's a night that they can pick out the dress?
Yeah, we have we get referrals in many formats. We'll have students come and see us as counselors. I'm a counselor at Hat High, so they'll come and see us and know they've heard about it, so they'll come and personally, seek us out. We've had parents call the schools. We've had teachers refer students that know that they may be in a financial situation where they can't afford a $500 or $600 dress for grad. So we get referrals in a lot of different ways. And then, yes, we pick one night that's pretty early on in April where we set up all the dresses, and it kind of looks like a store, and we have a really great reception, and all of the students can come that night, and they all of them have always found something to wear, and so it's a lot of fun for us to help them try on dresses, and they pick something out and get it to take it home with them that night. So.
Now, if the dress doesn't fit or something, what do you do in that case?
It's actually been pretty rare where we haven't found something that fits well and that they really like and that they've picked out, the style that they really want to wear, because we do have so many to pick from. But in that case, our fashion teacher here at the school has been wonderful, and she's kind of done a few alterations here and there as need be to fix a few things for us, which has been really, really great. So.
Yes, and as you can see behind us, there is many dresses. I've been trying a few on. It's been a couple of years since my graduation, so it brings back some memories. Absolutely. And you don't want a student to miss out on those memories.
For sure, and every year, the styles definitely change. So we've been, taking some dresses out that have, gone out of style, and obviously had new ones that have been donated. This year has been wonderful. We've had lots of people calling the school, wondering how they can donate to the program. So it's been great.
All right, well, it doesn't stop just there with the dresses, so we'll be back later with Leah on in the show. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up.
First date, where'd you go? First date. I'm gonna have to say the Cineplex Odeon movie theater. Beaufoot. Real original. Yeah.
Well, welcome back to the show. As we mentioned earlier, we are down at the Medicine Hat High School, and I am joined here with Leah Steiner. We're talking all about the Cinderella project. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And I did a little bit of a wardrobe change here, and I am now in a nice blue dress. We're showing off some of the dresses that are available here at the Cinderella Project. They're dresses that are offered to the graduates in Medicine Hat that are unable to afford some of those dresses for graduation. So thank you for running this program in our city.
Yeah, I actually took the program over from Janet White, who was our coordinator for the last few years, and then she took it over from someone else, so it's sort of been passed down. And we just found that sometimes grad can be just really expensive for families, and there's some sort of extra costs that come along with graduating that sometimes families don't realize. And so we just never, like I said, never want a student to feel like they can't be a part of the graduation banquet because of, you know, those extra costs that come along with graduating from high school.
Now we talk about those extra costs. It does add up. You know, you're talking about the dress, the hair, the shoes, and then you have to go to the banquet, and you don't want to miss out on those. I mean, let's talk about how much it does cost.
Yeah, we were trying to calculate it a little bit not long ago, and I'm guessing that it can be upwards of $500, sometimes even like close to $1,000, depending on what kind of dress they're getting, and sometimes it's the shoes, and like you said, the hair and the makeup, and tickets to the banquet. So we actually have some subsidies as well for students to access in terms of getting those tickets covered as well for coming to the banquet. But it can get pretty pricey for families, and we understand that lots of families can't incur that cost all at once in June. So we just want to make it affordable for them and really accessible for them to be a part of that rite of passage, because being part of graduation is really a rite of passage. They only get to experience it once, and we want it to be a phenomenal experience for all students.
It's something that you'll always remember. I mean, I still remember my graduation. It's been a while.
Yeah, we all do. Yeah, we all remember it for sure.
Now, the Cinderella Project doesn't stop with a dress. Now, last year you were mentioning the girls got to go and get their hair done as well.
Yeah, last year all of our students, they got to go to the One Beauty Salon, and they all got their hair done for free. And in years past, we've also had Walmart donate shoes to the girls. We've also had their makeup done at the Northlands Co-op, or the Northlands Shoppers Drug Mart has done the makeup for the girls. And we've also had some of the guys also get opportunities to get a suit or some dress clothes from Moore's, labels for men. So it's been really great because all students have all felt like they can go to graduation looking the part. So.
And the night that the girls come and pick out their dresses, it is quite the experience that they all get to come in, and it's like a store.
It really is, yeah. We set it all up looking like a store. We have lots of volunteers, so thank you to all the volunteers who've come out and helped with that evening. So we usually have one person helping each student try on dresses, because it's a bit of a task getting them in and out of some of these gowns. So there's been lots of great help. Lots of the teachers here at Hat High, some of the other counselors from the local high schools have come with students, and it's been a really great program. It's a really fun night. We have lots of refreshments, and it's a whole experience that night for this kids.
Now, how can people find out more information about the Cinderella Project?
Yeah, I've had lots of phone calls already this year, but they can phone Hat High and ask for me. My name is Leah Steiner. I work here at the school as a counselor, so I've had lots of people phoning about donating to the program. I've had lots of people calling me about the program and asking more information about accessing it. And so, yeah, if they want to phone Hat High, the number is 403-527-3371, and they can just ask for me.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks again. I really appreciate it.
All right, well, there you go. If you are looking to donate a dress or want more information on the Cinderella Project, you can contact Leah Steiner here at Hat High. Well, that wraps up our show for today. Big thank you to Leah Steiner for telling us about the Cinderella Project and for letting me try on a couple of their dresses. I had some fun trying all these big fancy dresses on again. And another thing that they do, after the dresses are worn to grad, they are sent to Fashion Care Dry Cleaning. That dry cleans them for free. Then they're sent back to the high school, and then they are ready to go for next year. Now, if you've missed anything that we are covering, we are on Facebook at Shaw TV Medicine Hat, also on Twitter at Shaw TV The Hat. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. For dry cleaners that offers free dry. Welcome back to the show, and as we mentioned earlier, we are I don't know, I screwed up.